Hello and welcome to this video tutorials on how to create common user and local user in Oracle and solve the error ORA-65096. In the most straightforward case, we are creating a new local user under the username. The user will be required to enter the password to log in onto the system. So the script is create username identified by password. Now let us review the basic Oracle create new user script. It is below. So here create username identified by password, default table space, you need to provide a table space name, quota, you need to provide the size or unlimited on the table space, profile, need to mention the profile name, password, expire, account lock or unlock. So the table space, this clause specifies the default table space for object created by the user. Otherwise, such objects are stored in the default table space of the database. Temporary table space, this clause specifies the table space or table space group meant to contain the temporary segment of the user. Without it, those user temporary segments are stored in the default temporary table space of the database of the system table space. Quota, this clause specifies how much space this user can allocate in the table space. Multiple quota clause in one Oracle create user command can be present if you need to specify several table space. Profile, this optional clause let you limit the database resources for this specific user at once when the limitations are defined in the particular profile. Without this clause, a new user automatically comes under the default profile. Password expire, this clause is optional, but many database administrators set it for more effective security. If include, this clause will determine the force change of the password on the user side. Usually it happened when the user tries to log in into the database for the first time. Account lock or account unlock, you may use one of this clause. With lock applied, Oracle creates the user account, but the account wouldn't have access to the database. If you apply the unlock clause or don't specify any of these two clauses, the account will be usable at once. The unlocked status is the default. To create a user account, you need to use the create user command, which has the following syntax. But it failed with ORA-65096. ORA-65096 means that the database you are in is the container database, which doesn't allow any local user to be created. You should switch to a pluggable database, then do it or create a common user instead. Let's check what the container we are currently in. It's the root container. Oracle doesn't allow a local user to be created in the root container. Please note that container database and the root container are interchangeable terms in all multi-tenanted context of Oracle database. To make the statement work, you have several options. Option 1. Create a local user in PDBs. To create a normal and local user, you should switch to a pluggable database, then issue it. Let's check what pluggable databases are available. You should change the container. Session altered. Now issue the create user command. User created. Option 2. Create a common user in CDB. If you are interested to create a user in the root container, you should create it as a common user. By default, a common user should begin with C##. User created. Option 3. Hidden parameter underscore oracle underscore script issues. As you have heard, setting the undocumented parameter underscore oracle underscore script as true enable you to create such user in CDB at the session time. Let's check. And user created. So congratulations, you have successfully created a common user and local user in Oracle 18cXE and solve the error ORA-65096. You can now grant privilege and role to the user account using the grant command and connect to the user account using the connect command. That's all for this video tutorial. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you have any question or feedback, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and happy learning.